Well, Travis and Kirk, thank you very much. And Commissioner, thank you for some of your time. I thought maybe we would start by just giving you the floor to address our audience back in Los Angeles directly, given the tragedy they faced this past week.
Well, thank you. Number one, we're thinking about all of you. Sorry for all the struggles and fear and anxiety that you're going through and the loss. But I promise you, the Rams, the Chargers, the NFL will all be there for the fight back, and wish you well, and hope tonight gives you a few minutes to relax and move on a little bit. So good luck with everything, and we'll be with you.
Commissioner, what was it like to kind of go through this process to pick Arizona? Why wasn't it Vegas or San Francisco or Dallas for that matter? What made it Arizona the kind of the fit for you?
Well, we actually require for the entire season alternate sites. And make sure that those stadiums are blocked so we don't have an issue. We have at least 2 every week. And, you know, when we saw what was happening in the early part of the week, we just start the preparations and just be prepared. And so the contingency planning happened with Kevin and team and just sort of started going through, we're going to be doing this while you were focusing on many of the issues you need to focus on there, as well as getting ready for the playoff game at SoFi. So it was basically going down parallel tracks. And once the principle for us ultimately is, if we are going to in any way interfere with public safety, we don't do it. Second is if in any way we pull resources from first responders, that's not acceptable either. So those 2 things became very clear on Thursday, and the fact that the environment was still changing and is still obviously lots of dangers out there, it was the appropriate time to be able to do it. But we were ready to sell tickets the next morning. I'm thrilled by the fact, I think it's 45,000 season ticket members are here in the stadium, and I think that's remarkable, frankly, and it shows a lot about Rams fans. So the location also ended up being a big plus.
The Rams hosting this game as 2024 NFC West champions. As you know, the Arizona Cardinals on the field are a division rival. But how about the way the Bidwell family and the Cardinals have risen to the occasion since this switch was flipped?
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't Michael's first rodeo, as they say. He's done this a number of times for us in various risks to communities, and he's just been remarkable. The way he wraps his arm around this, he's a league guy. He believes in doing what's right for all 32. Even though his Cardinals are his story, he believes in doing this, and he's brought the enthusiasm. Everybody here has wrapped their arms around it. It couldn't have been a better outcome as far as the way the Cardinals have conducted themselves.
This season's kind of been the best drama I feel like we've had in so far. The Cincinnati Bengals, they have a great story coming back, and they don't get in. But talk a little bit about just the playoffs and what it's like to see Lamar going against Josh Allen and kind of the storylines that are going on after this game.
You're right. It's been a fabulous season, and that uncertainty is what we all love about the game. And the experts call it this way in September, and then it starts to change. As you know, we tease about that a lot, and it's hard to do. And I think that's what makes it fun for the fans. But you see the individual performers and you see the team performances, and the combination of that is really crazy. And I think as we look towards next weekend, it's just going to be even better and better.
Commissioner Goodell, to finish with the Rams, we've been talking this weekend about how this organization has shined brightest at times of adversity, be it 2018 when the game got relocated from Mexico City back to the Coliseum while the community was going through a difficult time. Even being here during the Super Bowl season, the Rams hit with COVID the morning of a Monday Night Football game, rallying to win both on and off the field. What have Kevin Demoff and his leadership team shown throughout the years in Los Angeles about their ability to be at their best when their best is required?
Well, I think that's what true professionals are, and that's what Kevin is, the entire organization, coach, right to Stan Kroenke, and the entire organization is, what does it take to win? What does it take to do it the right way? From building SoFi Stadium, from getting the Rams here in a stadium that I think everyone's going to love for decades. They just do it the right way. And they were prepared. They worked with us on the contingency plan, obviously keeping their focus on SoFi. But when the decision was made, we all jumped on board and we got it done. And I hope this is going to feel a little bit like a Ram game, but it's. I think it's a result of a lot of people working together, and Kevin and his team did a great job.
Yeah, between the Vikings and the Rams, the outcome tonight still very much to be decided. But from the Rams' perspective, what they've done since the fires first struck Los Angeles has been a winning effort as an organization. And, of course, we hope here on the Rams Radio Network that it results in an opportunity to advance and face Philadelphia next week. Maurice, Commissioner, thank you very much. We'll send it back to our flagships now.